Something in the recesses of Reddit is watching us. I first noticed the thing about 2 weeks ago. When it comes to Reddit, my tastes vary wildly. Obviously, no sleep is one of my top communities. But I regularly frequent sports, philosophy, and just about 100 others. I comment and post quite a bit though from a few different accounts. This particular day, though, I just posted a picture of a kale and quinoa salad on healthy food more to make fun of it than anything else. My wife always drags me into her optional, not so optional couple diets. "You look delicious," someone commented less than 10 seconds later. A misphrasing, I thought. They meant to say it looks delicious. "Not as much as pizza," I responded, and that was that. I was wrong. The next day, I commented on another travel-related post, though I can't remember what community it was for. "Wish I was there again." Less than 10 seconds somebody responded, "I like you where you are weird." Not the weirdest thing I've seen, though. You all know how many trolls there are on Reddit. This was just another one of them. And then I noticed the name watching. Usually, I don't pay much attention to the usernames of people on here. In my mind, everybody is basically just a faceless, amorphous nobody with hands for typing. It's more anonymous than any other type of social media. Watching, I remembered, though, when they'd commented on my health food post the day before, I'd noticed how rare a chance it was for somebody to have nabbed a single word username with no numbers or extra characters. I told my wife about it. "It makes sense," she told me. "Once you comment on somebody's post, you start seeing things from their feed. They were probably served the same travel post as you." Fair, I thought. I'm not in tech. I have no idea how the Reddit algorithm works, but that was the only thing that made sense. Watching slipped from my mind, until about 2 in the morning. Ding, ding, ding. Notification after notification went off on my phone. I was so tired I didn't bother checking them until they'd been going off for 3 minutes straight. Finally, though, I checked. Watching had commented on my posts. All my posts. Every single post from the past 10 years they had replied to. Not just posts, every single one of my comments, they had replied to. All in the space of about 3 minutes. "Good photo," they said in one. "Very good photo," in another one. "What a humorous response to a humorous post, please. More. Respond more." I must know your thoughts. That wasn't possible. How could somebody have typed so much in the space of a few minutes? Had they opened tabs for each of the posts, typed them up beforehand, then systematically pressed send? Even then, it would have been hundreds of tabs. Perhaps the worst one of all was this one, though. "I agree with you. I will always agree with you, Mark." It was buried in the slush of comments. Barely a standout except for one word. Mark. I'm very careful with my identity on Reddit, not for any particular reason, but I never say my name online, okay? Besides just having said it. How did watching know that was my name? I changed accounts after that. Couldn't take it. Too weird. If you've read this far, you already know it didn't stop there. Every account I switched to, watching would find me. Comment. When I started suspecting they could somehow be tracking my internet history, I switched computers. I would go to libraries. I would go to universities. I would create accounts on public computers watching would have no way of knowing about, and post from them. Every single time, they found me. "I missed you, love the new username." Love, love, love. It became less of me doom scrolling and more about figuring out what was going on. I became obsessed. I spent my weekends driving from cafe to cafe, resetting my computer and trying all over again. I took off work for 2 days to keep going. It got weirder. Sometimes, when I visited new communities, I would scroll through the comments and watching would have already commented. How sublime, where I would not be lonely if I had one of these. It was like reverse stalking. They knew where I would go and got there before me. I started noticing comments coming in from different usernames. Watch me to miss a mark that would have my name in them too. "Where did you go, Mark? Mark, did you upvote this too?" "I did." "You should." They grew less and less coherent. "Mark, Mark, M4RK, MKU, me, Mark, get 1N6CL0S44R, S00M0UCL0S44R. Posts started coming from my account too. Posts I had never made myself. Odd pictures in random communities that had nothing to do with anything. Trees, odd rocks, pitch black photos with no captions, and then more familiar ones. Miss Myrna's cat from my neighborhood, my house, the inside of my car, my wife and I sleeping. I'm leaving. This is my last post ever. I don't know what this thing is, but I know it isn't right. I don't think it's human, but I couldn't leave without warning you. There's a living thing within Reddit. It isn't one of the faceless, amorphous nobodies that I imagine the rest of you are. It's not alive the way we are, but it is alive. Every once in a while, it comes out, chooses a person, and watches them. If that's you one day, then leave like I'm doing. Don't let them do more than comment once or twice. Leave before it starts doing more than watch.